can get an example precedent for the whole world and also for India that must unite if you want to face your big, huge problem. I am a big supporter of Iran. First of all, you must understand what is India. All of you are Indians. I ask any of you to tell me what is India, none of you will be able to reply. Because you don't know, so I will tell you. See, this is broadly a country of immigrants. It is like North America. 93-94% of people living in India, including most are not the original inhabitants of India. Our ancestors came from abroad, mainly from the northwest. Just like in North America, most of the people living there, their ancestors came from Europe over the last 5 years. Our ancestors have been coming for 10,000 years. At one time it was said that the original inhabitants of India were Dravidians. But that theory has been disputed. And now the present accepted theory is that the original inhabitants of India are the three Dravidian tribals. The Adivasi, like the Greeks, Goans, Santhal, Todas. They are very different from the Dravidians. In fact, the Dravidians at one time used to live in Balochistan, Pakistan, because there is a language called Brahmi. Just note in your mobile. Write down on Google B-R-A-H-U-I. B-R-A-H-U-I. It's a Dravidian language spoken by 3 million people today in Pakistan. Very strange how the language similar to your Kannada or Tamil spoken in Pakistan. I've met many Brahmin people that they can carry. It's because the remnants, the Dravidians who live there, and the remnants have still survived there. And because the language of the tribals is different from the Dravidian group of languages. It's like you have Dravidian group of languages like Kannada, Tamil, Telugu. The tribals speak what is known as the ostrich group of languages. Like A-U-S-T-R-I-C. Very different. They are the original inhabitants of India and they only say about 6% of the total population of India. Rest of us, 94% people of India living in India today are not the original inhabitants. They are still people from outside, mainly from the northwest. Now, why were they coming into India? For 10,000 years, people have been pouring into India. Why? Because people migrate from uncomfortable areas to comfortable areas. That is natural, everybody wants comfort. Why should anybody migrate from India to say Afghanistan, which is covered by snow for 4 or 5 months in a year, rocky, harsh terrain, uncomfortable? Everybody wants comfort. So for 10,000 years, people have been pouring into India because this was a very comfortable place. They were agricultural society, not industrial. What do you need for agriculture? You need level land, you need fertile soil, you need plenty of water for irrigation, etc. All this was abundance in our subcontinent. If you go from Peshawar to Bangladesh, deep south to Kanyakumari, all level land, fertile soil, plenty of water for irrigation. This was paradise for agriculture. And they were not extreme climate. I mean, I live in Delhi. The minimum goes down to 4 or 5 degrees typically in December or January. It doesn't go down to minus 20 or minus 30 degrees centigrade. It's cold but not getting cold. So it's all able to this whole place where you could be comfortable. For 10,000 years people kept coming into India. And whichever group of immigrants came into India brought their own culture, their religion, their language, their customs. And that is why there is so much diversity in India. Tremendous diversity. So many religions, so many castes, so many languages, so many ethnic groups, somebody tall like me, somebody short, somebody fair, somebody dark, somebody brown, and so on. There are differences in eating habits, differences in dress and so on. If you compare India with China, see we have about the same population, India and China. both have little more than 145. But they brought homogeneity in China. All Chinese have conquered with 95% Chinese belong to one ethnic group called Han, Asian. You know down on the group, Han. They have one common written script called Mandarin. All Chinese written script. Yes, but spoken languages are different. Mandarin is the most widely spoken language, but there are also other spoken languages like in southern China there is Cantonese and the dialects of China. But they brought, not total, but broad homogeneity in China. Whereas in India there is tremendous diversity. So the only policy which can work in India is the policy of the great Mughal Emperor Akbar, whose policy was called Sule e Kul. You know down on you. You have not even heard it. Sule e Kul, which means giving equal respect to all religions in this country. This is the only policy which can work in this country. Otherwise, it will break up into pieces. There will be more parties. If you try to convert India into a Hindu state, the way it is a secular state, because the constitution mentions that it is secular. But de facto, if you try to convert it into a Hindu state, what will happen? The northeastern states are mostly Christian. Nagaland, Meghalaya, 95%, they will say we are leaving India. We are seceding from India. Why should we be treated as inferior? Because it is a Hindu state, we are Christian, so we are inferior. We have our self-respect. We are not able to be treated as inferior, so we are leaving India. Kashmiris are 95% Muslims, they will leave India. Sikhs are demanding Palestine. There will be more and more parties. You can't do that. You have to follow the policy of the great Mughal Emperor Akbar, who was very foresighted. Because he started the policy of giving equal respect to all religions and communities. That is why the Mughal Empire lasted so long. Because it was inclusive. Everybody along with it. Nobody felt inferior or disrespected. And in fact, most of the Muslims lived in India, with a few exceptions. They also followed the policy of the great Mughal Emperor Akbar. You have Tipu Sultan in your state, I think. It is said he was communal and this and that. All nonsense. Tipu Sultan used to give annual grants to 156 Hindu temples. If you don't believe me, you note down on your Google and read. There's a speech by Professor B.N. Pandey, who was formerly professor of Allahabad University and he became governor of Odisha. And then he gave a speech, I think, in 1978 in Rajkot, Upper House of Parliament. On Google, write history in the service of imperialism. On Google, just write history is the service of imperialism by B.M. Pandey. Got it? Got it. So he gave great details that Tipu Sultan used to send annual grants to 156 Hindu temples. He would send, he wrote 30 letters to the Shankaracharya of Sringeri, sending grants, monetary grants and other items to the Shankaracharya. And he said to the Shankaracharya that because of the blessings of great saints like you, my people are having good rain, prosperity, people are happy. But see how the history books have been distorted. In the same article, the speech of Dr. B.N. Pandey, you will read. Dr. B.N. Pandey was a professor reading some students of history came to him with a book by some doctor, some professor of Calcutta University, in which it was mentioned that Tipu Sultan ordered 5,000 Brahmins to convert to Islam. Otherwise their heads will be cut off. And those Brahmins, they committed suicide. This was written in that book by Professor Shastri of Calcutta University. So when the students Allahabad University showed this book to Dr. B.M. Pandey. Dr. B.M. Pandey wrote a letter to Professor Katju of Calcutta University that what is the source of your information? On what basis have you said? So Professor Katju replied that the source is Mysore Gazette. Mysore Gazette is this. Then Professor B.M. Pandey wrote a letter to Dr. Markandaiah, who was the professor of Mysore University at that time. That is this correct? And Professor Markandaiah, professor of Mysore University, wrote back that this is totally false. I myself am an expert in Mysore Gazette. I know everything about it. There is no such mention anywhere in the Mysore Gazette that Tipu Sultan ordered 5,000 Brahmins to convert to Hinduism. Now just see how your history books have been distorted. Inability to create hatred between Hindus and Muslims. I have been to Srinagar, I think where and just in front of it is a huge Shiva temple which is existing for hundreds of years. If Tipu Sultan was communal, he would have destroyed that temple. But rather he used to give grants to that temple. See how your history books have been distorted. Islam spread its word in Indonesia because of the great message of equality. The Prophet said there is no upper caste, there is no lower caste, all are equal. Some people say Islam was spread at the point of the sword. It was supposedly converted. If that is so, how did Indonesia become 95% Muslim? Which Arab army went to? Indonesia, Arab army came only up to the border of India. No, people voluntarily became Muslim because it gave social emancipation, particularly to the depressed section of society. In our Hindu society, we used to treat others as dogs. If you treat me like a dog, I will convert to Islam and say, actually, I am treated like a human being in that religion. See, I am personally an atheist. I don't believe in Ishwar, Allah, Bhagwan, nothing. But I respect all religions. And the truth is that Islam spread a great message of equality which gave social emancipation to the depressed section of society. Also, the Prophet said that for knowledge going into China, China of course is a metaphor. What he meant was that go anywhere you can find knowledge. That is why at one time science spread in the Arab countries. Today of course the situation is different. I went to Tamil Nadu recently for about 10 years. There was a Christian of Tamil Nadu came here. And I said, what can we do here with guideline of it? There is no appreciate of the Pila committed on some of the things and otherwise we can almost think we are seen on the thing like that. So I said, look, I'm telling you what I believe. This whole mystery began with the partition of India in 1946. And until the partition is revoked and we reunite under a secular government, the discrimination and oppression of Indian Muslims will continue. I will tell you why. See, the whole British game was that even after they did India should be kept to be country so that they can dominate us even after leaving us. And partition was on the basis of the two-nation theory. Two-nation theory means Hindu and Muslim are separate nations. This is a bogus theory. Partition was a fixed minded by the British so that Hindu and Muslim may keep fighting each other. I don't recognize Pakistan. Pakistan is no country. It's a fake artificial country. It's part of it. See, what is Pakistan? It is Punjab, it is Sindh, it is Balochistan. All this was part of India for 500 years from the time of Muhammad Akbar. I have many Pakistani friends, I talk to them on WhatsApp. And I talk in Hindustani. Then I will be culturally the same. Pakistan is a safe country and is bound to reunite with India, and only when it is reunites under a secular government that Indian Muslims will really get relief. Till then your operation will go on. Because you see, if you Pakistan and India on the basis of two nations theory, and if Pakistan is declared a Islamic state, then logically India should be a Hindu state. Otherwise, why was the partition done? So I blame not only Jinnah, I blame the Congress leaders. Why did they accept this? This nonsense, this terrible thing. Congress leaders also are party to this great crime, historical crime. So this has to be undone. Until then, I'm sorry to say that occupation of Indian Muslims will continue until this partition is undone and we become a really united secular country. So, with these words, I think I should conclude. I wish success to your Moot competition and my advance congratulations to the winners of this trophy. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your wisdom and inspiring us with your enriching perspectives.